Hey guys, my name's Charlie. I'm a professional mountain biker for Cannondale Factory Racing, and today I'm going to be answering some questions on how I use strength conditioning and mobility in the gym to benefit my mountain bike racing.
2025 was obviously an amazing year for you in terms of race results, getting some fantastic results at the end of the season in Canada. But what was your biggest win training wise for 2025?
So my biggest win in training probably this year was hitting 600 watts for 5 minutes in May. I set myself a goal of doing that, and it took me 3 sessions. I do a progressive session, so heart rate jumps. I do 6 5-minute hill efforts. The last one being the hardest. And yeah, that was a massive feeling getting that. But I think setting goals for your training is super important to keep you motivated, and you can use that in the gym as well. So for instance, if you want to hit 100 kilo squat before a certain race, then you can work towards that in your head.
Final question is just around what other sports you do. So, what is your off the bike life like when you're not riding? I know obviously you've been skiing over the Christmas holidays, but are there other things that you do that you find benefit your time on the bike just to get that bit of cross training, improving that muscle balance, of course?
In terms of cross training, I don't really do that much. I love skiing. I've always skied. I think learning how to ski quite early really helped me with my balance and technical ability on the descents. I still do a bit now. Ski touring is great fun just to get out. It's good for your head. It's good for good training as well, going uphill on the skis. But other than that, dog walks, trail building, just generally being active is really good. I don't do running because I don't really enjoy it. I also don't want to injure my knees. So yeah.
One of the things I talk about a lot with my clients is muscle balance and also foot function. So it'd be really interesting to know, what shoes do you wear generally when you're not on the bike? Obviously, cycling shoes tend to be really stiff, so there's not a lot of movement and room for the foot to do anything. But off the bike, what are you wearing on your feet? And do you do any work on your feet? Would be really interesting to know in terms of building strength in the bottom of the foot and ankle mobility.
I don't really wear specific shoes outside of cycling. I've got cycling insoles in my cycling shoes. I wear lifting shoes in the gym just because I think it's more for safety rather than anything else, just to kind of limit the chance of injuring yourself. But I've never really thought about wearing specific shoes outside of cycling.
In terms of strength and conditioning, are there some specific moves that you feel are more beneficial? Do you just work on legs? Are you using a more rounded approach? How do your coaches split it down into sessions a week? Is there a couple of sessions and it's different body areas in those different weeks? So is there a leg day and a upper body day, or how do you split and manage that training load?
So in terms of specific gym exercises I do back squats every session. I think they're really good for just pure leg strength and loading up the legs. You still get a bit of kind of lower back strength, core strength from that as well. And then around that, I do a secondary exercise. So split squats maybe, or RDLs, I think are great for building up your posterior chain, your hamstrings, your lower back, your glutes. I think in mountain bike especially is great because it's such a kind of torquey effort that I really notice the difference of when I've been doing RDLs on the bike on how you feel doing kind of steep technical climbing. And then around that, we do lots of core. So trying to build up the strength between kind of opposite hand to your opposite leg, because that's where most of the force goes through when you're pedaling and sprinting. And yeah, it's just good so you don't get a sore back, which is a big problem in mountain biking.
I'd like to chat in a bit more detail about what a training week looks like for you. I'm presuming you spend a lot of time on the bike, but what do you do off the bike? Really interested to know what strength and conditioning work you do, what mobility, what functional training, and yeah, just to get a bit of an idea and an experience of what you do on a week-to-week basis and what you feel is really beneficial for you as well. Like, is there a particular session that you feel off the bike is better for you as an athlete?
So for off the bike training, I do 3 main things each week. First is activation. It's basically waking your muscles up before you ride. I think you can be quite quad dominant when you just get on the bike and ride. So to wake up your glutes and your hamstrings and things like that is really helpful. So exercises like Spider-Man lunges, glute bridges, jumps, and just general stretches are good to get your legs going in the morning. After ride, I do some stretching in the evening. It's just nice to kind of chill out a bit and feel more flexible for when you wake up the next day. And then I also do proper gym sessions. I like doing kind of squats as my main focus. I like doing full depth squats just because I think it's good to get the range. And then around that, you build in kind of full body strength. So I don't really focus on muscle groups. It's just kind of legs at the start and then kind of building up your core and your body, which kind of change because mountain biking's super torquey and it's good to kind of link all your muscles together.